What's up guys, and in this video I'm going to be playing Day 2 of Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge, and in Day 2 what happens is Ryu ends up at a desert with Mizuki. They're both driving to this desert in Saudi Arabia, and Ryu gets given a bow which you can use throughout this mission, which is really cool. But with that out of the way, let's begin with the playthrough.
Hayabusa, urgent call from HQ. Transmission source has been identified. See that high-rise up ahead? It was abandoned in the middle of construction. As far as we can tell, the satellite transmission originated from that location. Then it was uploaded and distributed through hacked communication systems all around the world.
Is that even possible?
If you had the entire world's resources at your fingertips, maybe.
So who are these people?
Whoever they are, they have access to some serious money. The UN has scheduled a crisis conference for today. They'll probably order the mobilization of emergency forces. HQ has told me to provide you with whatever support you need. Looks like we'll be working together for a while longer, Hayabusa.
It does.
This is as close as we can get by car without attracting attention.
It's close enough.
This was developed by our own engineers. It's still just a prototype, but...
What is it?
It's obviously not your dragon sword now, is it? This is a special bow that can lock onto a target. Should be easy enough for you to use, right?
I've used bows before.
Okay. Good luck. Remember, I'll be watching your back.
Who's there? A ninja!
They saw you! What's that sound?
There are only 3 ways you can take down these enemies that are riding motorbikes, is by using your bow, Inferno, Piercing Void, and Windblade, so Ninpo. And the other one is charging up your ultimate technique, which there's a good chance that won't always work. You have to be up close to the bikes in order for that to succeed, so stick with using the bow. And Ninpo, because it's much better than using your ultimate technique.
It's been a while, Master Ryu.
Ayane?
Hayate asked me to come.
Jiran, Maru. Word gets around fast.
Make sure you bring it back in one piece. It's just a loaner.
Okay. Tell Hayate I said thanks.
You should have someone in the village take a look at that arm.
I will. Soon. There's something I need to finish first.
Take care.
How did she know about this place? It's classified, top secret.
Ninja have their ways.
You're mine!
You're cut off!
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, using steel on bone on enemies can recover a bit of health, so that's nice I guess. However, you know, it's not going to work against boss characters, and you always have to wait for enemies that have a red mist around them. You know, that's signaling that you can use the steel and bone mechanic against them to recover a bit of health that you may have lost, but you always have to wait for that. You can't do it before. Now that I have the bow, I can take out enemies that are using bazookas from far away instead of having to go up close and kill them, which is so much more convenient.
keep forgetting you're a ninja.
Always use your bow to kill enemies with bazookas or enemies that are on the other side of the wall run, because that way you can, wall run to the other side safely without being hit.
The ninja has broken through. It's heading this way. Got it. Operation.
I don't know about you, but this area is so bright, like, oh my god, why did the devs not turn the brightness of this area down? It's too blinding, I feel. Oh great, these enemies on motorbikes are here. I'll go ahead and use the ultimate technique. It does work, although you do have to be very careful. It can be quite risky, and when you charge up, there's a good chance you'll get hit by a missile.
Gotcha! What was that? I've got you! Over here!
Oh no. These assassins with black hoodies, to be fair, they can also wear white hoodies as well, but these assassins with black or white hoodie is absolute cancer to deal with, for many reasons, but I'll list off a few simple reasons. One, they have way too much health. Like, they're literal melee sponges. When you try and attack them, it takes a long time for you to kill these assassins with whatever melee weapon you're using. I'm using the Jiran Maru, and this assassin, like, I'm only fighting one of, 4 or 5, however many pop up, but they're taking a long time to die, and, you can injure them, but it takes a long time to kill them. Okay, I'll go ahead and upgrade my max health because I'm almost dead. 2, they deal so much damage, like as you just saw, like I was on full health, and because, I'm struggling to kill these enemies, they take off a good chunk of your health, like so much of your health. Doesn't matter what damage, what attack they use, they take off a third of your health, which is really insane. Their grab attack is really annoying as well, because not only does it drain your ninpo, but it also drains your health, and it's like, what the fuck is wrong with the designers in making these enemies absolute cancer to deal with? It's so annoying to, fight against these enemies. 2, these enemies spam projectiles at you. So if you're far away and you're planning to use an ultimate attack or whatever, or use Ninpo, you're not safe, or use meditation to recover your health that you've lost against fighting these enemies. You're not safe, because these enemies will run up to you, even if you ran or slid away from them as far as possible. They catch up to you, they will spam projectiles at you. Like, look at this. They are spamming, well, they're charging up something, then they're gonna spam projectiles at you, which is really annoying to deal with. And, they take off a fair bit of damage whenever these enemies use projectiles and use it against you. It sucks. Like, it really does suck. And if you are a fair bit distance away from these enemies, well, and you're charging up your ultimate technique, well, it doesn't matter, because they're gonna charge up their ultimate attack and spam projectiles at you like no tomorrow, which is really annoying, but it's all done now, thank god. These enemies suck to deal with. However, that does not mean I'm going to stop ranting about the enemies I've just defeated, because I have one more pet peeve against the assassins in black and white hoodies. Again, they can wear white or black or grey, I think. Grey? Or maybe it's just black and white, I can't remember too well, but I know it's black and white. The last issue I have is that they come in large numbers, so if you have defeated one after so much, you know, dodging and, you know, attacking here and there, but you're dodging a
You
bit.
okay, Hayabusa?
Good luck dealing
the
with the
dough.
rest of them
Where should I
because
go?
it sucks. It is
I lost your
painful,
coordinates in the
these
last
enemies.
explosion.
They're literal melee
But the dome should
sponges.
have a monorail
They
that leads
grab
to the
you,
tower.
absorb your health and ninpo, which is just absurd. And, you know, it's aggravating to have to deal with that because you have to slide away as quickly as possible, but if they grab you, well, you have to shake them off, which, you know, they drained a good bit of health and ninpo from you. That's really annoying to deal with. And the fact that enemies, well, those enemies that I've just defeated, they also come in large numbers, so more than one, which becomes a real headache. When you're dealing with one, you have to deal with the others, and make sure you're always, you know, aware of what the next move is, because if you don't pay attention to all of them in your vicinity, one of them is going to grab you and drain your health and ninpo at the same time, which is just really frustrating to deal with. So you have to always be alert, which is just so aggravating to deal with. I don't know what the fuck Team Ninja were thinking, making those assassin enemies the way that they are, because those enemies are so tough to deal with with all of these things. Never bring these enemies back. I'm just gonna skip fighting with these enemies because I don't want to deal with these enemies. Okay, let's try again. This time I'll do the wall run and attempt using the flying swallow on this bazooka enemy. Alright, that worked.
Position and visual feed.
Don't think that's the last time you see the helicopter you just fought, because it will reappear shortly. Also, Team Ninja really should have put a save station before sliding under this debris. It would be so much more helpful. Yeah, like I said before, you have to, you know, fight the helicopter once again. Also, this time it's much more difficult because not only do you have to worry about the helicopter using its missiles to kill you and machine guns to kill you, but you also have to worry about the enemies on the ground, because you have to really slide around, shoot the helicopter using the bow, and rinse and repeat, which is just really monotonous.
That's the monorail station ahead. The intel we have says the dome is still being powered by its solar generator, even though it's been abandoned for 2 years.
I'm taking you with me.
The doors are closing. Please be careful.
Pretty much throughout this train ride, you just have to use your bow against these enemies with jetpacks. Sure, you will have an enemy on the train, which you can deal with your melee weapon, but for the most part, you'll be using your bow to take down those enemies on jetpacks, and the helicopter is back once again.
The source of the signal is above you. You should be able to take the elevator to the top floor. If it's still working anyway.
You're not getting any higher than this, mate. Surround him! Get away!
In my opinion, this fever dream, whenever the group of murderer consumes or tries to consume Ryu Hayabusa, you have to fight a bunch of enemies until, you snap out of this fake reality. I think it's just filler, to be honest. I really don't like this concept. Sure, it's good for gaining extra karma score to upgrade your weapons and your ninpo and health and whatnot, but it's just, you know, filler. It's just meant to slow down the mission from being completed quicker. Whenever this appears in whatever mission you're on, I mean, this only applies to Ryu, since his arm has the grip of murder on it. You know, whenever this sequence happens, it's just slowing down the game from being completed much quicker. Also, the good thing about this sequence is, you know, besides being able to accumulate more karma points, you can also get a free health refill. So if you were low on health on your previous encounter and you go into this fake reality, you can get a free health refill after you're done with it. That being said, I still don't like the sequence. It just slows down the game.
Hayabusa, are you there? Come in! Are you okay, Hayabusa? What's going on?
I'm heading up.
That enemy is right, because if you get hit by the missile or whatnot and you're in the air and you're about to fall down or fall off this construction, you will die. So make sure you use your bow to kill those enemies from far away, just so that doesn't happen to you. This is the fourth and final time you face off against this helicopter, so be sure to use your arrow to destroy it a little, damage it a little bit, then take care of the enemies on the ground by killing them, and then, you know, shoot it with the arrow once again. Repeat the process. go ahead and meditate to recover the health that I've lost by sacrificing Minpo. Although I kinda wish there was a save station before kunai climbing up this platform.
Ah, good! You still live, Ryu Hayabusa. Quite a fast response today. By Japanese government standards, anyway. Unfortunately for you, we're all done here.
Who are you?
Ah, an alchemist. Born again in the here and now.
What do you mean?
Magnificent, isn't it? A skyscraper abandoned in the middle of construction. Like the Tower of Babel. Built so high, they incurred the wrath of God. What better backdrop for the beginning of the end of the world?
I'm tired of your nonsense.
You lack a sense of aesthetics, my friend. After all, doesn't the art of your country teach you to appreciate austerity and the elegance of decay? And speaking of decay, how's your arm? It's an old Slavic curse, you know. The grip of murder, they call it.
The grip of murder?
All material things pulse to their own frequency. The words of the curse resonated with the blade of your dragon sword, broke down its structure, then melted into your arm, together with all the malice and hate it encapsulated. It was a simple spell to weave.
Malice and hate?
Think! How many lives has that hand taken? Hundreds? Thousands? The blood of those you have cut down infused your sword, together with their vengeful hatred. Now, it's in your arm. Perhaps you can hear their sorrowful wails? Well, soon those cries will begin to rot your arm from the inside out. The infection will spread to the rest of your body, and that will be the end of you. Death will follow shortly. The only real question is, who will die first? You or the world? Damn you! You want to know who I am? I'm the same as you, Ryu Hayabusa. We're cut from the same cloth. Look at your right hand. That is the symbol of all the lives you have taken, all the people you have killed. Make no mistake, you are an assassin of the darkness. Enough!
A mirage?
In the ruins of paradise, where the corpses of dreams lie rotting, what could be more fitting than a mirage? Yes, of course I'm an illusion, as is all existence. Nothing more than a collection of data points, resonating in infinite expansion. But enough. The time for talk is at an end. War and strife is your fate. Death, your duty. Or am I wrong?
This time, instead of the regular helicopter, now you have a hunter helicopter, which is quite crazy. Oh my god, I literally get hit by the front of this helicopter, or hunter helicopter, and I get most of my health taken from me. That is so annoying. Like, what the hell? Why did the game designers of this game do that? They should not have made bosses do extreme amounts of damage to the player. It is somewhat good that if you die on this section, because I was on low health before, which I did die, you know, at least you get some of your health back, but that should not be the case. You should have all of your health completely restored. Are you serious? The game developers didn't even bother to fully replenish your health during this section because it is absolute torture. Especially when you're, you know, as low on health as I am. Like, this sucks that this hunter-copter now has lasers and these guys that are on jetpacks, which really sucks. I shit you not, I have died so many times on this part due to how difficult this part is, because you have to worry about the hunter helicopter itself dropping stealth bombs when it goes across this platform. It's lasers, missiles, and then on top of that you have these guys on jetpacks shooting machine guns at you. It's so annoying to deal with. You have to be on your toes constantly. Lastly, what I hate about this part of the mission is that when you try to lock onto the hunter helicopter, I don't know what else to call it other than that, it automatically locks onto the pilot side of the helicopter, and you know, when there's those guys with jetpacks, it automatically locks onto them instead of locking onto the engine bay. It is such a headache to have to deal with that. Yeah, sure, you can, you know, move the arrow to lock on to the engine bay of the hunter helicopter, but you know, when you have so many of these annoyances bothering you while trying to take down this helicopter, it sucks. And oh my god, I'm literally about to die. I'm one hit away from dying. Now luckily I've destroyed the engine bay. I hope there is no more enemies to deal with. I really hope that is the case, because I do not want to fight any more enemies. I mean, it looks like that is the case. I hope it stays that way. Thank fuck I don't have to fight any more enemies, because I was super low on health. Like, I was at one hit away from dying. I'm super relieved there is no more enemies to fight on this mission. It's pretty much just cutscenes from this point forward.
Hayabusa! Are you okay? Hayabusa? It has an exploding tip that'll blow up anything it hits.
Tell me something.
Sure.
Are you using me to field test all your prototypes?
No. It's just that I thought, well, there's this guy in our lab who's a bit mad, and he...
A bit mad? You don't mean me, do you?
If there were any others like you, this world would be in even more trouble than it already is. Canna! What are you doing here? You were supposed to be looking after her.
Orders. Ishigami told me to come.
He didn't order you to bring Canna along, did he? Didn't I tell you to stay at home and wait for me to come back? It's not safe for you here. You have to wait in a safe place until Mommy gets home. Do you hear me?
She said she didn't want to be alone anymore. And besides, with this maniac on the loose, no place is safe. She's better off with us.
What's done is done. You're here now.
Is she your...
I guess a few introductions are in order. Hayabusa, this is my daughter, Canna. It's alright, Canna. You don't have to be afraid of him. He may look kinda scary, but he's a good man.
I'm not scary. Hello, Canna. My name is Ryu. That means dragon.
Canna, don't be so rude. I'm sorry, Hayabusa.
No, it's okay. I'm sorry for scaring her.
Perhaps you could introduce me?
Oh, right. Hayabusa, this is Clifford Higgins, a scientist with the Ground Self-Defense Force's Special Research Unit.
That's all?
What else is there?
Such love for her dearest brother-in-law. Anyway, hello. Call me Cliff. Your legend precedes you, you know.
Nothing but stories.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. In any case, it's a pleasure to meet you, Hayabusa. So, to business, shall we? We have identified the group behind the threat.
You have?
Yes, they're called the Lords of Alchemy. You actually know them better by their global conglomerate front, LOA.
LOA?
Day 2 is cleared, thank goodness for that, and I'll go ahead and upgrade the Jiran Maru to level 2, but I'll just, leave upgrading everything else. This mission was definitely stressful. Thanks for watching this video, and in the next video I'll be playing Day 2. But this time, instead of playing as Ryu Hayabusa, I'll be playing as Ayane for Day 2, as Ayane. That's literally what it's called, Day 2 Ayane. I'll talk more about why that's stupid, in the next video. But see you in the next one. Take care.